In today's video, I'm walking you through my exact routine, what I do when I get paid. We'll stuff my wallets, my bills binder, and my high priority envelopes binder together. I'm not stuffing everything today, and that's part of the process too. I want to mention that for a long time, payday meant stress. I would see my deposit, I would pay all my bills at once, and somehow still feel broke the next day. I was surviving, but not planning, reacting instead of choosing. And I didn't want to do that anymore. Now, every time my paycheck hits, I do the same thing. I lay out my binders, I count my cash, and I breathe. This isn't just about money. It's about making my finances feel calm, steady, and mine. If you're on your budgeting journey or just trying to feel more peace with money, welcome. My name is Hannah, and this is Beige and Budget. I'd love to have you subscribe and join me as we make budgeting feel beautiful, one envelope at a time. I always start with my wallet. These are the envelopes I use every day, so they set the tone for my week. And I've got my tablet right next to me with everything that's going to go in that category for this week. So groceries is getting a total of $40. For this week, it's only going to get $20 because I divide my paycheck into 2 weeks. Dining out is getting a total of $180, but it's for this week divided into 2 for the paycheck. It's getting $90 in the form of a $50 and 2 20s. It always feels so good to have these stuffed. I love stuffing my wallet at the beginning of a new paycheck. Gas is going to get a little bit less. It's going to get $25 per week. Gifts is getting $5 this week. And miscellaneous is going to get $10 this week. Miscellaneous also had a couple of ones in there. So miscellaneous actually has 13. Same for dining out. I had a couple of extra dollars in there. So that's our wallet finished. Before I move on to the next binder, I actually want to take out everything for next week. So next week, groceries is going to get $20. Dining out is going to get $90. Gas is going to get $25. Gifts is going to get $5. And miscellaneous is going to get $10. So this should be $150. 70, 90, 110, 130, 35, 40, 50. 150, I'm going to set this to the side in this little wallet. And this is going to be for next week since I get paid bi-weekly. Next up is my bills binder. By the way, if you're wondering what this money is, this is for Kenny. This is my boyfriend that I live with, and he's going to be cash stuffing today as well, but we're going to use prop money for him. Well, and I'll explain that when we get to his. For now, I'm going to continue with my bills binder. My car loan is going to get a total of $72, and it's the transportation envelope. So let's see. My car note now should have about $305. 250, 270, 290, 300, 1, 2, 3, 4, 304. That's the perfect amount that I need. Insurance is getting a total of $162. That scared me. 150, 160, 162. And we already have some money from our last cash condensing in the bank, which is really nice. So car insurance now has 1, 2, 3, 400, 450, 60, 65, 70, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80. So 480 in car insurance. And I'm going to track this on my tablet as well, that I have 480. I've got 304 total for my car loan. Each year is getting a total of $6. And these were all recently condensed. So SafeShare now has a total of 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Apple Music is getting a 10. So it now has 50. YouTube Premium is getting $12. It now has 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 56, 7, 8, 9, 60. 60 in YouTube Premium. These smaller cash stuffings, by the way, are for yearly subscriptions. SafeShare, Apple Music, YouTube Premium, that's all a yearly bill. Phone bill is getting $20, and that's all it has. Amazon is getting $14. So Amazon now has 50, 60, 65, 66, 7, 8, 9, 70, 71, 2, 3, 73. Awesome. All right. Next is going to be my high priority sinking funds. Healthcare is getting 52, and it doesn't have much in it because we had to withdraw very recently from this envelope. So healthcare now has 50, 51, 2, 3, 4, 5, 55 in healthcare. Pets, I need to do a vet visit soon. So Pets is going to get a 50. So Pets now has 100, 200, 220, 40, 60, 80, 85, 285 in Pets. Next paycheck, I'm going to try to stuff this with $200 to really get ahead on this because he needs to go to the vet soon. That's it for high priority sinking funds. Last but not least, I've got my low priority sinking funds. And this one is going to be car maintenance. I've got to do an oil change soon, and this one's completely empty. So for car maintenance, we're getting $78, which is everything left. 50, 70, 75, 6, 7, 8, 78 in car maintenance. And I will take this binder with me to get the oil to do the change. So that'll be nice. All right. Finally, I've got Kenny's binder. And he is going to be putting into a high yield savings account a total of $520. And we're going to stuff using prop money just to track each category and know what's in there. So stuffing is almost like a game. You get to stuff all the money. I'm only going to put prop bills in this binder ever so that I don't get them confused because the prop money looks a lot like real money. So let's take a look at what we have here. The prop bills are a little bit tinier, but they're still too close in resemblance. So appliances is getting 10 in this envelope. And he's excited to start the cash envelope system as well. So he knows what he can draw from each time there's something to come out. Technology, we're big on electronics and computer supplies and all that stuff. So we're going to start stuffing that category. Emergencies is getting $40. Home repairs is getting $40. Medical is getting $20. Vehicle is getting $30. Jasmine and Marshall, which are the other two dogs, this is for vet bills. This is going to get $30. Homeowners insurance is crazy. It's about $4,000 a year. So we're going to start setting aside for this. That is $180 per paycheck. Taxes is getting a 10. Birthdays is getting a 20. Christmas is getting a 20. And vacation is getting 100. There was one binder in particular that I did not stuff today, and that is intentional. Some paychecks go further than others. That doesn't mean that I've failed. It just means that I'm being flexible. So my business binder will not be getting stuffed this week. That is my full paycheck routine, wallet, bills, and peace of mind, all in an envelope system. I've learned that budgeting isn't just about numbers. It's about creating routines that support your real life. Some weeks are tight, some feel abundant, but every time I sit down and do this, I feel grounded. If this brought you calm or inspiration, I'd love for you to subscribe and join me on this journey. Let's keep making money feel manageable together.